Hey, what's up everybody? Kai here, along with my trusty bag of gummy worms, and it is time for another episode of Let's Play Lufia in the Fortress of Witty Titles. Today's video title is a tough one, so bonus points to anybody who gets it. Today is a good day. It is raining outside, I do not have to work tonight, and my plans today include all of chilling, playing Lufia, watching the first batch of videos a friend just uploaded for his LP of Alundra, which promises to be good, and spending the rest of my evening playing Star Ocean 4. But to get this show on the road, we're going to start things off with a quick little recap of recent events. So previously, we took our ghetto fabulous Falcon on a cruise all around the world, as the song goes, and we just briefly stepped into a few towns here and there so that later on, Jaren can just warp us on over there for the sake of convenience. And at the end of the previous video, I told you guys we would reconvene here, outside the town of Carbis, also known as Shialab 3, where today we will learn just what is needed to get the Falcon ready for underwater travel. Yay! Happy music with a mind potion. Alright. Let's give that to Lufia, as always. A mind is such a terrible thing to waste. Aside from the multitude of other problems she has, yeah? Well, hopefully repairing the Falcon won't require us to go on a 10-hour long item fetch quest! Oh, game. Anyways, see if he has any hidden items over here. No, he does not. But what good are you? Good save here. It's kind of handy. And for some reason, sniffing the oil will not get you high, but it does make you feel better. Huh. All these years I've been doing it wrong. Alright, you son of a submariner. Bonus points if you get that reference too. Go to the town of Baku and play some Bak Fighter! No, we do not get to play Baka Fighter in this game, sadly. But you want us to go to Baku and fetch a man named Cooper. Yeah, you should go and get him yourself. I've played this RPG before. Oh, this sounds all too familiar, doesn't it, guys? Well, as long as no bridges need fixing, I think we'll be okay. Oh, don't apologize, he's totally correct. Fuck you, go get your own assistant. We are not your errand boys. And ladies. Wait, what? How would you know that, Jaren? Oh, you're one to talk, Lufia. You're always starting shit whenever it's convenient for you, regardless of what's going on. Oh. Alright, if you say so. I like how Jaren and Agoro have a little relationship of their own going on there. Nice touch game. Okay, so yeah, it looks like our first step is to go to Baku and grab this Cooper fellow, who just so happens to be the professor's assistant. How many dungeons will we have to go through before he actually comes with us? Haha! No, it's actually not that bad. But before we go to the town of Baku, there is a little side trip I want to make. Because today, I want to do a little side quest. Although, it's not really a side quest in the traditional sense of the word. Do you guys remember when we went to the Red Tower? And we went down to the basement and picked up a few treasure boxes, but when we returned to the basement after defeating the Dark Ghost, we saw that both of the treasure boxes were closed and contained new items. That's basically what we're going to be doing today. There's a town of Baku on the screen there, by the way. What do I want to do with... Yeah, this will work out. I'll just leave this one in here. So it's not really a side quest in that sense, because we're not talking to a random NPC who's going to send us on some miscellaneous task that he wants us to complete and give us a reward upon completing it. We're really just going to a dungeon earlier than expected to pick up an item that normally we would not have access to. So if you want to do this now, and I strongly advise that you do, then do not go in the town of Baku there. Where are my Sweetwaters? There we go. If you're one of those people that dislikes sequence breaking, but you still want to get that 100% treasure rating, then you're just going to have to deal with it, because this item is 100% missable, and it is very easy to miss. I mean, how are you supposed to know to come here and do this right now? I remember when I was a kid, I tried to come here as soon as I could because I thought I could be sneaky and skip a portion of the game, but no, that didn't work out too well for me. Instead, I was surprised at what I found. Oh, you still want to have the flame ring equipped on Jaren, because these tentacle monsters are going to be in our faces for a little while, and they are weak to flame, or fire. Flame, fire, semantic nonsense. You guys know what I'm talking about. Alright, where is this place anyways? Well, it's a little far, but it's definitely worth it, trust me guys. Totally worth being a rebel and telling the plot to hold on a minute, you have more important things to do than saving the world. Now, I was a little unsure of how to approach this video, and I decided to go on some feedback that a few of you guys left for me, and you know, I think that is the best way to handle this. And the suggestion was to just come into the tower, grab what I need, and get out. No, Lufia, I'm not talking about your ass. I'm talking about Jaren's ass. Wait, what? So yeah, I'm just gonna come in, grab what I need to grab, and then just get the hell out of here, and we'll save the actual dungeon crawling for when we have to come here later on in the game. By the way, this is the Tower of Light, as it's known, and holy crap, new enemies. Well, a new enemy, the Mad Lily. Also very weak to fire. Those Axe Knights, by the way, can drop a tower shield if you're lucky enough. It's not as good as the Carbonite shields, but if you don't have the Carbonite shields, then it would be a good upgrade for you. Or if you do, you could just sell it. I think you get like 4 or 5 grand for it, so it's a nice chunk of change. Yeah, easy enough. So yeah, like I was saying, I think the best suggestion was to just come in here, do the side quest, and leave. And then when we come back later, I'll actually treat it like a current dungeon. That way I don't have to show the same dungeon crawl twice, or I don't have to say, well, I'll just meet you guys at the top and risk losing you guys, because this tower, it is a little tricky to navigate thanks to all of the hidden pitfalls that are around this place. Yeah, hidden pitfalls please me just as much as warp tiles do. But we're almost to the top here. And I'm going to save all of the item gathering for the next trip as well. Okay, be very careful on this floor. Alright, I think we made it. That wasn't so bad. Alright, now was this trip really worth it? Ba 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 ba. What do you mean you guys don't like my a cappella version of the music that plays when Samus finds an item in Metroid? Nah, here we get the Myght helm. The most powerful helmet in the entire game. Just how good is it? Let's find out. Wow wow wee wah. It's very nice. There's a Borat reference for you, Rabbit. But yeah, look at that defense boost. Holy You get pretty good defense boost. You also get a very good magic resistance boost, which is really good for characters like Kai and Agoro. But you also get an intelligence boost. Now I know what you guys are thinking, why would that matter for characters like Kai and Agoro? Well, the answer is it doesn't matter. The real appealing thing of the Myght helmet is that Jaren can equip it. Yeah, she can take advantage of the physical defense, which puts her almost on par with your melee fighters. She can take advantage of the intelligence boost, which closes the gap between her and Lufia in terms of spell damage, and it gives her a nice magic resistance boof. Yeah, I'm combining words now, guys. Boof. That's Kyanese for boost and buff. There's a funny story behind that, actually, but I'll go over that a little bit later on. But she can also take advantage of the magic resistance boost, because, in all honesty, her magic resistance is a little low for being a mage character. I mean, it's lower than Kai's and only 5 points higher than Agoro's, but now she's right behind Lufia, so that's very nice. So if you don't come here and get this now, you can, well, I don't want to say you can never get the Myght helmet, but the only other way to get the Myght helmet is to farm it from some enemies later on in the game, and it is a very rare drop. Speaking from personal experience, you're looking at killing 100 or more enemies before you get your hands on one. Then again, you could be extremely lucky and get one on the first battle, who knows, but if you're a fan of grinding and you just want to have 3 of them for your whole party, then, you know, go balls to the wall, knock yourself out. I'll be sure to point out which enemy drops those when we encounter them. But for now, let's get the hell out of here. Alright, Kai did not get anywhere near as much experience as I was hoping he would, so this really puts a monkey wrench, so to speak, in my plans here. So, oh, fuck me. Did I not go in the town? No. Okay, well, let's do some backtracking here. I meant to at least step inside Baku so we could warp there and advance the story, but I guess I was a little bit distracted. Oh well, at least I could tell you guys about the Boof story. Not that you guys really care, but during my stint of playing EverQuest 2, our raid leader was named Hylas. And one day he was, well, first of all, he was the kind of guy that gets all worked up and kind of goes on these little tirades. And one day he was also the main tank. So that should probably explain everything. But one day he didn't have all the buffs that he normally has, and he died. And he blamed it on not having buffs, but he was so flustered that he said boofs. And we just ridiculed him mercilessly for months on end. And it became kind of an inside joke, as it were, which is why all of you guys are like, Kai, shut the fuck up. Just get to the town, advance with the story, and we don't care about your EverQuest 2 stories. But for those of you that do care, there you are. Now there are a few enemies that we did not meet up with in the tower. I'm actually quite surprised that the encounter rate was as low as it was. Hey, Lufia gained a level and learned Protect. Alright. That increases magic resistance for everybody in your party. But you can also meet up with, I believe they're called Zoosters, which are kind of like the Ruzards from Grenoble, only they can get you stoned now. And you can also meet up with some more killer clowns, who are not too dangerous, but just like their palette-swapped cousins from the towers, they can inflict some nasty status ailments on you. But aside from that, I don't think there's anything too worrisome in that tower. Did I tell you it's called the Tower of Light? I don't know if I did or not, but it is. I don't know why. Oh man, ambushed and confused. You know what? Yeah, whatever. Such a cool name for a dungeon though. It's like the Tower of Light. It sounds so ominous, but at the same time it beckons you to go in there because you know something badass is going to happen there. And it will. Are we going to meet the Warrior of Light? No, that was in another game. Hey, pretty good level up for Kai, finally. And now that he's level 30, we have access to the final floor of the old cave. How hard could it possibly be? Well, we'll find out momentarily. Ah, okay. Well, let's take a look around town. We had an X potion and an X magic. Awesome. Well, what do you mean? I thought in RPGs every rumor was true. Oh, well that sounds handy. Are you going to give me the key? No? Oh, that's right, because we don't have a reason to have the key. Okay. Well, remember him for later, viewers. No, nothing good here. Oh, speaking of item shops, in the town of Forfeit, I neglected to mention that in the item shop you can buy, what are they called? Gloom arrows, which will attempt to instantly kill your enemies in battle. However, unlike the poison pin, they are very, whoa, this is creepy. Huh. Well, luckily this game doesn't have a day-night system, so we have nothing to worry about. But yeah, like I was saying, they are very inaccurate, unlike the poison pins, which are somewhat reliable. So I wouldn't waste my time or money on the gloom arrows. There's a reason why they only cost 80 gold. Oh. Battle cleric? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, interesting. So 4 adventurers traveled the world. Sounds like another game. Actually, it sounds like every other RPG. So Cooper is not here. Sounds like the game made a blooper. Wow, he must be pretty powerful to make it that far. He's at least level, what, 20? Nah, we're okay. So yeah, this is what I was referring to earlier in the game when I said the game will eventually direct us to come back to the old cave, and you probably don't want to sell any of the items that those little side quests are for, because, like I said, I've never done it, but you could potentially lock yourself out. Well, let's go with the rest of the... Well, 100 gold. No, it's cheaper at Grenoble. So yeah, as you guys could probably assume, I want to go back to the old cave, take on the final floor, and while we're there, we may as well stop by the 5th floor and pick up Cooper on the way back. So I will just actually meet you in the old cave after picking up the final task. Okay guys, we're back. The game decided to cock-block me with the almighty power of plot. So unfortunately we can't go to the last floor of the old cave because we have to go to the 5th floor to advance the story. Gee, how thoughtful of you, random NPC guy. Okay, so yeah, instead of doing that, what we'll do instead is I will just go to the 5th floor of the old cave and I will meet you probably at the entrance because we are close to running out of time anyways, and well, yeah, I don't really want to... Well, no, it's a short trip. I think we can make it in one video. At least next time we'll have a good starting point. So yeah, let's just go ahead and blast through this really quickly and find Cooper after we've... Okay, if memory serves, Cooper should be in the lower right-hand corner of this dungeon. Oh, we also want to use a Sweetwater, because the monsters here are very irrelevant and the experience is totally worthless. Ambushed? Well, we ambushed them, so I'll leave this one in here. It should be quick and easy enough. It's too bad I don't know anything about the wrestler Sting either. He too was a little bit before my time. Oh, I watched wrestling like every other 5-year-old did in the world, but it's just something that didn't stick with me. I grew out of it relatively quickly. Yeah, you guys saw there after that battle, Jaren still needs quite a bit of experience to gain a level, while Lufia and Kai need the same amount, and then that will be their second level compared to hers. Oh well, it's just the way the game works, I suppose, but that's what I meant earlier when I said Jaren's levels are going to start falling behind. Oh, that reminds me, speaking of Jaren, I don't know why this reminds me of this, but one of you asked me a few days ago where I got that whole go in the kitchen and make us some goddamn tea joke. That's actually a line that Sid uses in Final Fantasy VII. Now I know this will come as a huge shock to you viewers, but I am not a sexist, chauvinistic pig. If I want some tea, I am more than capable of just going into the kitchen, boiling some water, and making some tea for myself. It is not that strenuous. But yeah, I always liked Sid in that game. He was easily my favorite character. What was that girl's name anyways? The one that lives with him in Rocket Town, and you can tell she wants his D, but he's too oblivious. Was it Shara? I think it was something along those lines, but oh man, I can't think of it now to save my life. Oh well. Game? This must be Cooper. Yeah, you're telling me. Yeah, that is true. He acts just like his ancestor, Lexus. We'll get to him soon enough. Worry not, guys. Wait, how do you know the escape spell? What the? Sounds like you're just hungry. It's damp. Oh, you must have the item escape. You clown. Well, alright, we found Cooper easily enough, so, actually, I wonder if I can grab a new task, even though he's still in my party. We'll find out today! Wow, a lot of improv is going on in this video. Yeah, like I said, I usually don't come here and do the Cooper part of the story until after I complete the last floor of the old cave, so this is all new to me, guys. No? Still? Alright. Okay, well, actually, when we come back next time, I will just meet you at Shia Lab 3, and along with Cooper, we'll talk to the professor and see what exactly is required to fix the Falcon. So until then, guys, as always, I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Take care.